Hello students, this is our first video on our channel Ultimate Medics, Medical Learning Made Easy. So today we will talk about the topic of preventive and social medicine, that is PSM. And today we will mainly be highlighting the image-based questions that are mainly asked in the MCQ form in various university as well as the competitive exams. So first of all, PSM. As we know that PSM, it is a new branch of medicine and it is synonymous with the community medicine, the public health and the community health in India. So we would be proceeding to the image-based questions further. So first of all, we have this image. So students, try to recognize this image. So we have the answer here that this is the image of the NLEP, or we can call it as a logo of the NLEP. So the question arises, what is NLEP? NLEP stands for the National Leprosy Eradication Program. So it is a centrally sponsored health scheme and it has mainly been implemented with the major objective of reducing the disease burden, prevention of the disability, and to improve the awareness among the mass about the leprosy and its curability. Next, then we have the logo of another program, that is the NVBDCP. So NVBDCP was a program launched in 2003 under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and it stands for the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, that we abbreviate as NVBDCP. So it is a central nodal agency for the prevention and control of mainly 6 vector-borne diseases that we call the VBDs, that is the malaria, the dengue, the lymphatic filariasis, Kala Azar, Japanese encephalitis and chikungunya, mainly in India. Next we have the DOTS, Sure Care for TB. Here TB stands for the tuberculosis, and the DOTS, it is also a short course program that stands for the Directly Observed Treatment Short Course. So it is a name given to the tuberculosis control strategy recommended by the World Health Organization according to the WHO. So it states that it is the most cost-effective way to stop the spread of tuberculosis in the communities with a high incidence is by curing it. Next we have the another sign or the another logo that we have it for the National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment, which is for the NBCP. So NBCP, it is a program that stands for the National Program for Control of Blindness, and the objectives of this program include to reduce the backlog of the blindness through identification and the treatment of the blind. Also, it includes to develop the eye care facilities in every district, to develop the human resources for providing eye care services, to improve the quality of service delivery, and to secure participation of the voluntary organizations in the eye care. So, these are some main logos. Along with this, we have more logos as well, or more image-based questions as well, which are mainly asked in the competitive exams. So, next we have this logo. As we can see on the logo as well, it stands for the IDSP. So IDSP stands for the Integrated Disease Surveillance Project, which was launched by the Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare in November 2004. And its objective is to strengthen or maintain the decentralized regulatory system, IT-enabled disease surveillance system for the epidemic-prone diseases, to monitor the disease trends and to detect the response to outbreaks in early rising phase through the trained rapid response teams. Next we have this logo that is for the National Rural Health Mission, or we can abbreviate it as NRHM. So, or the NRHP, which is the National Rural Health Program. So it was launched by the Government of India in 2013, submitting the National Rural Health Mission and the National Urban Health Mission. It was further extended in March 2018 to continue till March 2020. And it has some major goals which we need to remember, students. So first of all, it includes the reduction in infant mortality rate, that we abbreviate it as IMR. Then the maternal mortality rate. Then we have the universal access to the integrated comprehensive public health services, the child health, water, sanitation and the hygiene. And lastly, the prevention and control of communicable and non-communicable diseases. Next we have, like here we can see the National Program for Prevention and Control of Cancer, Diabetes, Cardiovascular Disease and the Stroke. So this is an image that stands for the NPCDCS, and it was launched in 2010 with focus on strengthening infrastructure, human resource development, health promotion, early diagnosis, management and the referral of these diseases. Then we have next one. So students, try to identify these images and put them in your minds, because these may be asked in the form of images in your MCQ exams. So here we can see a mother. So we can just resemble it with a pregnant woman and an infant. So it is resembling the Karikaram, that is the JSSK, that is the Janani Shishu Suraksha Karikaram. And building on the progress of the Safe Mother Scheme or the Motherhood Scheme, it is another initiative that was launched in June 2011 to eliminate out-of-the-pocket expenses for both the pregnant women and the sick infants. So along with this, next we have this logo that shows us to choose life, not tobacco. So we can relate it with a program that is the NTCP, which stands for the National Tobacco Control Program, and which includes the objectives like to bring about greater awareness about the harmful effects of tobacco use and about the tobacco control laws, and also to facilitate effective implementation of the tobacco control laws like the COTPA 2003, we have COTPA 2003. Then we again have another image based question, which we have here, the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, which you all know or which you are all familiar about. So this is also a Yojana that is being launched by the Pradhan Mantri, and it's a financial inclusion program of the Government of India open to Indian citizens that aims to expand the affordable access to the financial services, like we have the bank accounts, the remittances, the credit insurance and the pensions. Then we have another program that is the RKSK, which stands for the Rashtriya Kishore Swasthya Karyakram. And it was also another program that is launched by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for the adolescents in the age group of 10 to 19 years, which would target their nutrition, the reproductive health and the substance abuse among other issues. Next we have this symbol that shows us the another transmission, that is the PPTCT, that is prevention of parent to child transmission of HIV. So this is another program where the prevention of parent to child transmission of HIV is prevented by using multi-drug antiretroviral regimen in India. Next we have another program that is the Integrated Child Development Services Scheme, mainly in the Tamil Nadu section, which is like a government program in India which provides the food, preschool education, the primary health care, immunization, health checkup and referral services to the children under 6 years of age and their mothers too. Then we have another program that we can see here, NREGA. We all must be familiar about this program, but I will highlight upon some major points. Like, it is called NREGA, that stands for the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, or we can call it MNREGA, that is the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, and it is an Indian labor law and social security measure that aims to guarantee the right to work. And this act was passed in September 2005 under the UPA government of Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. Then we have another, that is, we can see here the image of the Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana. Here we can see it stands for the RSBY. It is also a government-run health insurance program for the Indian poor, and this scheme It aims to provide health insurance coverage to the unrecognized coverage to the sectors or the workers belonging to the BPL category and their family members, which shall be beneficiaries under the scheme. We also have some major more image-based questions like here. As we all know about this is another important question that may be asked. Like, this is the Ayush symbol or the Ayush sign that we call. So it is Ayush. It is like an acronym for the Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, and Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. So these are the 6 indigenous systems of medicine practiced in India, which we learn in the BAMS course, just like the MBBS. Then we have another symbol. So as we can see here, this is a picture of sanitary napkins that can be used. So it is also one of the scheme that was launched by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for the promotion of the menstrual hygiene among the women, known as the menstrual hygiene scheme. And lastly, we have this symbol where it shows the symbol of the prevention of the HIV or the AIDS. So the National AIDS Control Program, the NACP, it was launched in 1992 and is being implemented as a comprehensive program for the prevention and control of HIV or AIDS in India. Yes, students. Now we would be starting with the topic of history of medicine and public health, where we will be considering some major people or the major outstanding figures which will play major role in the history of medicine. So first of all, we have here one of the pictures. So to this we can identify that this is the picture of the Hippocrates. So Hippocrates, who is considered one of the most outstanding figures in the history of medicine. Next we have this picture that shows us the picture of John Snow, who was an English physician and a leader in the development of anesthesia and medical hygiene. Then we have another picture of Mr. Robert Koch, or that we call Heinrich Hermann Robert Koch. He was a German physician and microbiologist, and as one of the main founders of the modern bacteriology, he identified the specific causative agents of the tuberculosis, cholera, and some other bacterial viruses. Then we have the Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur was a French biologist or microbiologist and chemist renowned for his discoveries of the principles of vaccination, microbial fermentation, and pasteurization. Then we have another picture which depicts the Edward Jenner, who was an English physician and scientist who pioneered the concept of vaccines, including creating the smallpox vaccine, the world's first vaccine. And now we would be considering some major topics in the topic of PSM along with their mnemonics, which can help us to memorize some prominent topics for the MCQ sections, and which can be much effective to learn and memorize some part of the PSM. So now we would proceed further. So first of all, we can see here the heading of the suicide risk factors. So for the mnemonic, we have the sad person. So if we expand this mnemonic, we have the major points associated with the risk factors of the suicide. Here we can see, first of all, S stands for sex, which is male prominently. Then A stands for the age, which can be young as well as the elderly. Then we have the D, which stands for the depression, P, previous suicide attempts, the ethanol and the other drugs. The R stands for the reality testing or the rational thought, that is something loss of or the lack of. Then we have the S, which means the support, social support or the support in the social platform, which can be lacking, which can't be sufficient to maintain a personality in the surroundings. Then we have the N, which stands for no spouse. It can be a reason. Then we have the S, which stands for the sickness or the stated future intent. Then next we have the informed consent requirements, which have it with some exceptions. Like it stands with the mnemonic doc, and for the remembering this mnemonic, we have a phrase like sign this doc before we can start. So D stands for the discussion. O here stands for the obtain agreement, and lastly the C, it stands for the coercion free. Then we have some exceptions to the informed consent, that are the WIPE, which stands for W the waiver, I incompetent, P the privilege, mainly the therapeutic privilege, and E the emergency cases. Then nextly we have the Hill criteria for the causality, where the mnemonic is the clowns pursuing epidemiology commonly behind the silly samples. So here the C stands for the consistency, then the P plausibility, then E the experimentation, the C coherence, the B biological gradient, T stands for the temporality, S stands for the strength of association, and lastly the S for the samples, that stands for the specificity. Then we have, in case of cigarette smoke, we have some major carcinogens which can be identified with the mnemonic PANT. So here the P stands for the polynuclear aromatic hydrocarbons, A stands for the aromatic amines, N for the nitrosamines, and T lastly for the tar, which has some major constituents, namely the nicotine and the carbon monoxide, which are both non-carcinogenic. Then we have the diseases for the global eradication. So we have mainly the 4 diseases which can be remembered with the mnemonic, the small person is Mr. Dracula. So here the S stands for the smallpox, the P for the polio, the M for the measles, and D for the dracunculiasis. Lastly, we have the poison distribution formula, where we have a mnemonic which we can see here with the help of a formula, and if we expand it, we can see like the m to the nth power times e to the minus nth over n factorial. So here we need to note one thing, that the factorial that is appearing to be like an exclamation mark at the end is an inverted lowercase letter I. So according to this, if we talk about the accuracy of the test, then we have 2 things which are in terms against one another, that is the sensitivity versus the specificity. So the sensitivity of the test can be regarded as related to the rate of the false negatives, and the specificity of the test can be related to the rate of the false positives. So which can be alternative written like the sensitive means the no negatives, the non-negatives, and the specific, which is mainly the puny pseudo positives. Now we have the antioxidant vitamins, which we have a mnemonic A's, that is the vitamin A, the vitamin C, and the vitamin E. Nextly we have the alcohol withdrawal effects that have a mnemonic SHIRT, where R does not play a much role in the full form or the expanded form, where we have the S, which stands for the shakes or the sweats or the stomach pain or the seizures we have. Then H stands for the hallucinations or the hallucinosis, mainly in the auditory part. Then the I, which is responsible for the increased vitals or the insomnia. And then the T, lastly the tremens, that we call the delirium tremens, which is the most lethal part. And then about the types of the vaccines, we have mainly the 5 major types, which is like the Stark, we have a mnemonic for it. So first of all, S stands for the subunit, T for the toxoid, A for the attenuated, that is live, and R for the recombinant, and finally the K stands for the killed or the inactivated vaccine. Lastly, we have the diseases caused by Aedes aegypti, which are mainly 4. And here we can remember it with the help of a mnemonic that we have here, rosy cheeks, yellow dimple. So R stands for the Rift Valley fever, C stands for the chikungunya, Y stands for the yellow fever, and D stands for the dengue. So for today, we have this much. Thank you so much for staying with this team, the Ultimate Medics, medical learning made easy. We hope that you liked our video. Please subscribe and comment to the sections that you want to increase. And thank you for watching this video. We will be giving you much more medical information and medical content that will be further more helpful for you in the upcoming exams, whether the university exams as well as your competitive exams like the USMLE, PLAB and NEXT. Thank you so much.